Good evening, friends and family. This is your favourite English woke wizard sorcerer. Today will be a new kind of video for me. I've never really done this before. I will be reacting and commentating on some really stupid right-wing propaganda. TikToks. If it wasn't obvious by everything in my username and such that I don't really like right-wing people. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously everyone's human, we should all love each other, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I have to love your beliefs. Right-wing beliefs are fucking stupid. I think that just woke beliefs are better. So let's get into this. And sorry if I sound like shit. I'm doing this unscripted because I think scripts honestly make me read worse because I stutter a lot more and I can't read for shit. So I'm also reading this off a fucking microphone that is like £5 from like the local shop. So
here are things that are just too woke for me as a gay guy who's not a big part of the whole LGBTQA plus he, she, we, z's, they, them, being a vegetarian, non-binary, working at Starbucks with a septum piercing, a bob blue haircut, a monster can engine addiction in one hand and sertraline in the other, outfit mafia circus community.
Alright, it's already off to an awful start. This really plays into the whole genre of gay people who are not woke or whatever. This is a, I guess, brand of LGBT people that really just makes me angry. It honestly downplays how much that the LGBT community has done to get to the point they are with acceptance and such, by making it seem like they're just doing too much, and it really annoys me. Oh my god, did you just see that back there? That zombie, that robot just fucking crushed me. That was so annoying. Anyway, I don't like this type of gay people. I love all gay people. It's just these kind of people really just aggravate me. The amount of like progress that they set back just because they think we're too woke is insane to me. And also, like, aside from that, all the stereotypes that they just absolutely spewed out of their mouth is abysmal.
You are what you eat, and I do like M&Ms. I guess that also makes me a dick. Cis women having to call themselves cis women because of trans people. No, they're just women.
This whole rhetoric of people saying that women are forced to call themselves cis women just because of trans women is so crazy to me. Because no trans woman is out here forcing cis women to call themselves cis women. It is just a biological term and a scientific term used by professionals and also just some normal people to refer to women who were born women. And to say that trans women are forcing people to call them cis women is crazy, because that is not at all what's happening. If you want to call yourself a cis woman, call yourself a cis woman. If you want to call yourself a woman, call yourself a woman. No one really cares at the end of the day because it's just not really that serious.
And it's like when trans people say, like, there's more to me than just being a trans woman. You have to tell people you're a trans woman. If there's more to you than being trans, then why do you have the trans flag in your bio?
Now, I don't really understand what point he's trying to make here. Just because there is more to a trans woman than being a trans woman doesn't mean that they can't represent themselves as a trans woman in any way. Like, I feel like you're massively conflating the difference between presenting yourself as a trans woman and only being a trans woman as your only trait. Because just because you tell someone that you're trans and you have the trans flag in your bio, doesn't make you, like, just a trans person with no personality traits. Like, you have other personality traits and other things about you. There is, like, so much more to a person than just their gender, which he is correct on. There is more to someone than just their gender identity. But at the same time, representing your gender identity to other people isn't making that your only personality trait.
And in your username, and all the pronouns. Obviously, be trans, do whatever. Don't pretend there's more to you than just being trans when your username has to have a trans flag. A lot of the people that complain in my comment section, I just look at their username and I think, why is there a flag in your name? You don't have to treat trans people as real women. They're not. I'll treat you as a woman and I will view you as a woman. I'm discriminating against you. It doesn't mean I want your rights taken away. It doesn't mean I hate you.
This is another common thing that just absolutely boils my blood. The whole, I don't support you, but I love you. I don't support you, but I don't hate you. It really just makes me angry because it's just a lie. If you don't think that someone's gender identity or any identity at all is valid, you hate them. Maybe not in the same way that you hate, like a dictator or just someone that really pisses you off, but you still hate them in a way. You hate something about them. You hate them for what they are or who they are. And that in itself is hate. There is no, oh, I don't support this about you, but I love you. That you just hate them, or at the very least, you don't like them. You don't see them for what they really are. Because trans women, whether you like it or not, are women.
Everyone has a different definition of what a real woman is. For some people it's looks, some people it's anatomy. For me, being real means born at birth as a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a woman is going to be different for every single person on the world. That's why gender is a spectrum. Now, first of all, I know it sounds hypocritical from me, but you, I don't think, get to talk on what you think defines a woman because you are a man. And I know I'm a man as well, but I'm not out here saying what I think a woman is. But I also think that degrading a woman, or like saying that a woman is just, you're like having a vagina, bleeding once a month, things like that, is incredibly degrading. I feel like there should be so much more to being a woman, and I think everyone should agree with that. There's more to being a woman than just like your reproductive organs. Don't get me wrong, that is a big part of women for a lot of people, and that makes 100% sense, and I totally respect that. But at the same time, there is so much more to being a woman than just, your sex. Alright, just in case anybody in my audience is struggling to read that, that is a reply to a video of a person saying that the slaves suffered more than Jesus on the cross. Now, I already feel like everyone should know where this is going. It's a reply to a video like that. We all know where this is going. To say that Jesus suffered more than the slaves is just already an outrageous take in itself. Obviously, the slaves suffered more than Jesus did.
Are we serious right now? Holy heretic. What do you mean that these slaves suffered more than Jesus Christ did on the cross?
Now, I'm certainly no Christian, but I don't think it's heretical to say that the slaves who were, enslaved, beaten, eaten, raped, for centuries, suffered more than Jesus. I feel like it's not crazy to say that. And also, it's crazy to call someone a heretic when they obviously don't care because they obviously don't believe in Jesus.
Speaks volumes if this is how you refer to women.
Mr. Speaker, rubbish is building up right beneath my very nose.
Now, seeing this video also just made me really annoyed because it's very obvious what kind of agenda they're trying to pull here by zooming into the woman that was sat under that guy. I actually don't know his name. But sat under that man when he says that there's rubbish building under his nose. It's very obvious that that's not what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the girl. He was talking about, whatever he was talking about. Maybe it was, lies in Parliament, the actual, physical trash on the streets. Regardless, it was very obvious that he was not actually talking about the woman.
Here are my controversial opinions on autism.
Oh, what a delight. Yes, we're all very excited to hear your controversial opinion on autism.
And people that are autistic and overstimulated in today's day and age with the whole woke LGBTQA plus he, she, wheezies, her, they, them, vegan, vegetarian, non-binary, working at Starbucks with a septum piece and a bob blue haircut and monster canary dictation in one-handed surgery in the Laugh at Matthew Circus community. Are you overstimulated or are you just an emotional little bitch?
Now, he actually raises a sort of interesting point that I kind of want to talk about. I feel like the neurotypical community has sort of stolen the word overstimulated from actual people with autism. However, in the way that he says it, I just don't think it's the same message because obviously overstimulation is a real thing within the autistic community, is a very real issue that we should all be, addressing and supporting. I also think it's really ironic for you to be calling other people emotional little bitches when you cry over women being called cis women because you're transphobic.
Has their limits, okay? Everyone has their things that they don't like. I have a sensory issue. You are the issue. You are just one big issue.
God, you are just the biggest cunt I've ever seen. I was trying to refrain from swearing in this video just because I wanted to keep it a little more professional, but you are such a dick, and it just really makes me angry. Yes, obviously, sensory issues are a completely real thing. They have been proven by science. Science has proven they are correct. I don't think that you are smarter than a scientist. This is not an issue that you can be speaking on. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. Just for this video, though, I'll be back with more content later in the weeks and the months. Obviously, it's going to be a bit hard to, get videos out en masse because I got GCSEs and shit. But once, I've done with all that, I will try and get more videos out to you guys as soon as possible. Make sure to, leave a like and comment if you enjoy this type of content. I don't know. Make sure to also, subscribe. Fuck. Let me restart. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and maybe turn on that notification bell if you thought that this content was interesting, you enjoyed it, it resonated with you, whatever. And I will try and get out more content later on. See you guys later.